Hi guys, welcome. We're starting the hot mess a little different tonight. Past couple of days have been a roller coaster of emotions. That's because the fish fam has been so kind to send me gifts. They sent me a new tablet, a wireless keyboard, and a wireless mouse, and an extra sturdy, extra heavy duty stand for live streaming. Just to help make things better, because they knew that I was streaming from my phone. And I have to say, I was very shocked, and I'm so very grateful you guys even consider me worthy of gifting these things to. I don't know if you guys understand that I found you all at a very low point in my life, and in the past few years, you guys have helped me heal some of the deepest wounds I've had. That 2 decades of intensive mental health therapy couldn't touch. So I was just grateful to have found you guys. And I mean it when I say that I love each and every one of you so much. You guys are my gift. And to get these gifts for you guys, for me to further grow, is unbelievable. And I just want to say I'm so grateful for these. And I will put them to good use. And I will make sure that I will grow and get better. And they will help me teach others to do better as well, to learn. And thank you so much, guys. I love you, my fish fam. You truly are my real family. But without further ado, let's start the hot mess, shall we? Now I'm all shaky.
Ain't nobody stopping.
And now for the smiley Roxanne.
But now I'm crying.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 49th installment of the Hot Mess Express with the lovely Miss Mary Paige and I,
And the
Roxanne,
lovely Miss Roxanne. I got it. I had to do it.
from Foxy's Fishes. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for being here with us this evening. We have a fantastic guest. Before we get to that, I want to greet everyone that has joined us in chat, and there's quite a backlog there, so let's try to see who has come in so far. I see first in Master Aquatics Eduardo. Hello, good evening. How are you, sir? Dennis, Bigfoot Fish Tanks, welcome. Beck's Fish Room, hello, lovely, welcome.
Getting close.
Snail Guardians, hello, Snail Sister, how are you this evening? Mary, there you are. Misfit, welcome, Brennan. Melvin, hello, Melvin. Let's see who else? Rico Stan, Rod's Aquarium. Welcome, guys. Thank you for coming in and tuning in this evening. E Wizzle, I think I said your name right. Welcome. It's nice to see you here supporting your co-host, the male hot mess, as they've been calling themselves, and they are. It's really resemble us.
I love it.
Though. Let's see who else we have. RB Animals. Welcome, Ricky. How are you doing? I haven't seen you around too much. Jimmy Peas. Welcome, Jimmy. How are you this evening? Let's see who else. Midril. Welcome, Midril. How are you, love? Working on any good pieces lately? I'm sure you are. You're full of music. Dee Dee Sinden. Hello, lovely. How are you this evening? Welcome to the Hot Mess. Hey, I think I held it together pretty well there, though. Bunny Viper, welcome. I thought I was going to cry, but I didn't.
Well,
Dr. Awesome is in here.
Hey, you're awesome.
Hello, Dr. Awesome, Sandy Dowdy. Hello, Sandy. It's lovely to see you in here this evening. Welcome. Let's see, I'm probably missing a butt ton of people.
Ricky,
Greg
I hope
Tanks, only
hey,
Oscars, Ricky DeBoyes,
Ricky.
Let's see, Ben Backstrom, welcome, guys. MNC.
Hey, MNC.
Oh my goodness, there's so many fantastic people in here. This is why I love the Fish Fam. You guys are all so kind and supportive. I love it, and I love Thursdays because I get to spend it with all of the best people in the world. I really do. We have Merrick as well. Hello, Merrick. I think I'm almost caught up. Bunny Viper, Michael Long. Hello, Michael. Stephen P. Welcome.
Hello.
He said it's nice. Wait, it's refreshing to make the lady cry out of joy rather than fear first.
Well, y'all caused a lot of crying between us two over the past couple of weeks.
Do you have that problem, Stephen? Because you seem like a teddy bear. T-Bones, welcome. Let's see. I think I basically have everyone. If I missed anyone, I'm so sorry. Geek Boy, I see you.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome. Okay, but without further ado, I would like to bring up our guest. We have a fantastic guest this evening. We have Hippie John the Fishermon, let me say it properly. And he's here. We're going to be discussing how the aquarium hobby has helped with the addiction recovery. So if you guys would please give a warm welcome to Hippie John the Fishermon. Welcome.
Choo
Hey.
choo!
Thank you for
All
joining
aboard.
us. Express
Welcome
this
aboard.
evening.
Hey, hey.
How are you?
I am well. Very well. Got a lot of people here today. Got me nervous.
We have 33 in chat that I'm seeing, and thank you all for joining us. And if you haven't yet, please hit that like for Hippie John. Show him that soulmate love. We would greatly appreciate it.
Oh, there's Ian. I'm here. Hey, Ian.
Welcome, Ian. I know that both you and Mary have been using the aquarium hobby as sort of like a coping mechanism, maybe, or like a healing tool for your recovery from your addictions. Now, how do you feel it helps? And is there any way that it may trigger sometimes? Healing versus past.
You want to start, Mary, or should I?
Well, as you all know, this has been like for years when I've been recovered for a while before I ever came into the hobby, but I didn't have anything that was an outlet, you know, to talk to people or to do anything positive, like for myself, just like keeping planted tanks or aquariums. And just Roxanne said it so beautifully a little while ago about what this fish fam means and how you guys have helped us and helped me continue to grow. You've encouraged me. You've been my light when things were dark and gray. Roxanne, she brightens every day for me, just like everybody does. But she always takes that special moment to talk to me and listen to my ups and downs, because I still suffer from depression and I let things get to me. But this hobby and having friends, like real friends that you can talk to and just be with, means more than anything in this world to me, because I'd just be a little old lady living in a camper and nobody'd even know what's going on in here. And with this, I get to see what I don't know all the, like Roxanne, she's super smart. She knows, she's like Alex category when it comes to fish knowledge. She really is.
I mean, I do collect a lot of random knowledge, but I wouldn't say at Alex level.
But you know a lot. And that's what I'm here for. I don't do all the big stuff. What my hobby is for me is I keep it simple and enjoyable. And what I enjoy is learning from you guys. Like, I love watching you keep these incredible tanks, and then I kind of recreate a little version of it in my home. But just everything, everybody that comes out and shares, whether it's in comments or videos, and I'm trying not to cry because Roxanne, you got me tore up a minute ago. But like I said, I got a package from Kelly Foreman this week that Al Wet Socks donated plants, and I mean, I got an incredible bunch of plants, which I'm going to share some with Roxanne. And I ended up getting a stand and the Bluetooth keyboard. I can't even talk now as a present this week. And just thank you guys. Thank you. I'm like Roxanne, I'm trying to learn, and I hope I can keep doing better and share better videos and make things that maybe entertain people and make them smile. So I'm gonna be quiet so John can talk now.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you're good. So I was about 2 months fully clean when I got my first fish. Other than goldfish when I was a child, and that was when Ninja Turtles were cool. So I named all my goldfish after the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that's cool.
There's right. They are still very cool. The original Ninja Turtles, not the ones they make now. So I had named all my goldfish after the Ninja Turtles, and I had a fifth one. He was Splinter. He lived for like 6 years, just feeder goldfish. But other than them, I got my first beta about 2 months clean, and that wasn't even like my choice. My girlfriend talked me into it.
Now, at this point that you kept before that, did you keep any besides goldfish?
That was it. Just the goldfish. That was when I was like 10.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Probably about 10 to, 8. Well, he lived about 5, 6 years. So about from like age 8 to about 13 or so, I had the goldfish. After that, my life kind of, at that point, I started falling into things I shouldn't have been. And obviously pets were not on my mind. So really about 2 months after I got clean, it kind of was on a impulse buy. And you know, the thing is, in the back of my mind, I knew that there was more to keeping a fish than just putting it in water and giving it food. But you know, my girlfriend wanted it, so I bought it. I didn't know any better. I put it in one of those little half-gallon tubs that you're not supposed to buy. And you know, a week later, he's looking rough, and I'm like, okay, I need to figure this out.
A lot of us
basically. So that's where everything started. I started Googling everything. By the way, he still is alive to this day. You'll see it in a couple of my videos. I managed to revive him. He's beautiful. Anyway, so I just started learning everything I could, but I was always like anti-internet, like, you know, social media. So I never went on YouTube, none of that. It was always just Googling stuff, and you know, you get 20 different answers for the same thing.
Right.
Yes.
So I didn't know. So you got to like try to take your best, like, okay, I see this one has, this person says the same thing as this guy. Okay. And I'll bring them back. I could just keep babbling, but, so at that point, I'm like, okay, now I got all this knowledge. I'm going to start watching videos and seeing. I heard about Primetime Aquatics, Aquarium Co-op, KG Tropics. Yeah, I start watching them. During that period, I start getting guppies and mollies, and next thing you know, as we all do, the tanks keep adding up. But to be honest, this is why I'm so excited about being with you guys tonight. First of all, Mary, you're the reason why I even like delved into the like putting comments out. I guess where it progressed, you know, because you were the first person to comment back from a comment I left for Primetime Aquatics, because they're like in Illinois and I'm in Wisconsin, so like I kind of left them like, hey, Midwest connection, you know, something like that. Yeah. And you commented back, and I at that point, because I've left comment, I know I didn't realize at the time that in huge streams that when you leave a question or a comment, they can't see them all. So there were times where I wasn't getting it answered, and you know, I've seen this before where people are like, what do you have to pay to get a comment read? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was getting a little discouraged, but you had commented back on something, and it, like, I don't know, like I felt like a rock star that day. I'm like, oh my God, somebody commented back to me, you know?
I know that feeling though. It's just
and
like, it's
so I felt
like, yeah, I'm talking.
I felt comfortable. I felt comfortable to actually say things at that point. And Roxy, Wisconsin Fish Fam, you know, you just welcome. I didn't really know. I saw you in chat, and at the time I was just like trying to get, you know, on Facebook Messenger. I'm like, oh, okay, I see this person in chat. So I send you a message, and you're like, yeah, I'm from Wisconsin too. Bam. I'm like, so at that point, between you and Peplin, you guys started talking to me. A week into this, you're like, hey, come and see us anytime. So that made me feel, I can't even explain it. I'm gonna try not to do the emotional thing like you like you did.
Go ahead.
But, you know, I don't know. Then I find out that there's this whole fish fam thing. Yeah. Like I said, I think this was last week when I did a stream by myself. It was my first stream ever by myself on my channel, and I'm proud of you than that. You know, I felt welcome, and it all had coincided coincidentally with the Fish Fam Christmas thing. And I didn't want people to think that I was just there for like giveaways and all this, you know. So I wanted to make sure I was in everything in chat, you know, everywhere, no matter what, like leaving comments. And most people were like, hey, what's up? Like, welcome me in. And I guess the story goes from there, you know. Next thing you know, that's what I do. Next thing you know, I'm making videos, I'm doing live streams, getting more fish. It just, I don't know, it just took off from there. I mean, I could make it a much longer story, but that's the simple version.
I mean, he says he was in that stream.
Right.
And it's funny how we remember those little moments.
Oh yeah.
That
absolutely.
I don't know. And okay, so if you want, I guess, to do with like the being clean thing, yes, the fish thing is basically overtook the addiction. And like I said, at that point, my mindset was, I wasn't in the using mindset anymore or anything like that. But this has become basically my everything, if you want to say. Like, it's what I do. I mean, whether I'm in chat, doing my own stream, making a video, taking care of my fish. That's what I do. I mean, I'm in a camper too, like Mary. I'm basically sleeping my fish.
Fantastic.
It's awesome.
It's so
but we
cool.
remember, you know, we remember these little moments that like change your life, and it's not. It's just little subtle little things. It doesn't have to be a big thing.
Well, who says that a happy life is an expensive life?
Exactly.
Right. It's what you make it. If you're happy with the smaller things, then the smaller things is what you should have.
It's just, I think it's just like, I've said it before and everybody knows, but you know, I'm a miracle and you guys are miracles. And then I knew when I don't know what it was, John, the first time I talked to you, I can still remember talking to you and thinking, you just know there's a connection. Somehow we've all got a connection that's just beyond words. And when I first came into the fish fam, I was going through some other things with a grandchild at the time, and I didn't think I was going to get through it. And, you know, the way everybody just took me in, and there's always somebody that can relate. Not that you want people to be able to relate, but it's something comforting when somebody says, you know what, I've been through it too, and look, I'm still here. That means a lot to me. I think, you know, that we all seem to be survivors in the best of ways.
Yeah. Like Foxy said, like, she can relate in the mental health aspect of things, not necessarily addiction, but she also is a miracle.
Right.
I mean,
right, she is.
I saw those pictures. Damn it. I saw those pictures that you put out not too long ago, and I didn't know.
Like, for my C-spine surgery. Yeah, that was rough, but that was celebrating 5 years of them telling me and telling me I would never walk again, and that was me saying F you. So
and
I
she's
was
me
so
on
happy to post that.
I've actually had a fish tour around, so
I've come, like, the fish fam helped me mend from that. They helped me mend through the miscarriage of my twins.
Yes.
They helped me mend through my multiple bilateral pulmonary embolism that I actually died from. You guys, my world crashed and burned, and you guys literally picked me back up and dusted me off, and you made me remember that I was worth something and of value, and I wouldn't be where I am today without any of you. And the first people to talk to me in chat ever, when I had the courage to say anything, was Chevy, Fish, and Mary. Chevy, people to welcome me in.
It's always Mary, I'm telling you. There's something about you. There's something about Mary.
First and foremost, like I was telling somebody, I'm not a YouTube. Well, I mean, I'm whatever I am. I don't know. But the first and foremost thing I am is a commenter. Like, that was the first time I felt comfortable that people didn't like judge me. They didn't know what I'd been through my past, and I could just talk. And it was like
Yeah.
putting a message in a bottle. I just kind of threw it out there, and if somebody got it, great, and if they didn't, and it was like so many people got it, and they just welcomed me in and embraced me.
Yep.
Like Roxanne said, y'all embraced me, so I couldn't help it. I had to embrace back every chance I can.
You guys are, it's like we get drawn in, like you can't help it.
Yes.
I don't know how to explain it. It just is, this community is unlike, like, honestly, unlike any other community of people I've ever encountered in my life.
It really is, and I am so grateful to have found it. And you know, like, there's so, like, the fish fam as a whole are such awesome people.
Yes.
But have individuals that go above and beyond. And like, I received this in the mail this week. And this is from Patty Petite Tanks.
That is so sweet.
She doesn't want you to know, but Patty has a heart.
Yeah. She'd like to pretend like she doesn't, but
and now I have two, so I can have
Patty is a
she can be but it's, and like the gifts that the fish fam as a whole got for both me and Mary, and just for all the other people, just all the fundraising that they've done for everyone. They just, I've never met a better group of people that have been so supportive of each other, and most of us haven't even met each other.
Yeah.
To find that in
crazy.
today's world is unheard of, and it truly is a diamond in the rough. And we all land where we're meant to be, and I'm so happy to have landed amongst you guys. I truly am. I truly am, and I think we all feel that way.
There's so many. The thing is, not only the welcoming, but the best part is there's always somebody when you're having a bad day or you're like last night. You know, I have a couple guppies that are having, I don't know, they're still kicking. I didn't think they were gonna make it. There's something wrong. But there's always somebody who has an answer. You always find somebody who's they're just there, like they want to help, and we all learn together.
Yeah,
we do. And I think we all learn from each other's mistakes as well. It seems like a lot of us found the fish fam after having some kind of major failure.
Yeah.
I found it. Like, I watched a lot of fish videos because I didn't know that you shouldn't chase parameters. So I put too much pH down in the tank, and I cooked everything in the tank literally in 30 seconds. So I nuked that tank, and that's when I researched for a while, and then that's when I started seeing like the live streams and the chats, and then like that's like I was going through all that stuff, and then like the first time I talked in chat was I was in the hospital after having died, and I was still like 4 days out, and the first one to talk to me was Chevy, and then Mary, and it's grown from there.
Yeah.
And it's been a wild, crazy, lovely ride.
And that's, again, like going back to I was scared in the beginning to talk about being an addict, like being judged, like, oh man, okay, now I don't want to, talk to this guy. And again, it's going back to Mary, like all of a sudden realizing that she had the same thing going on in her life at one point, and her welcoming me, it opened up the door for me to be able to share to other people. And then realizing that even people who haven't had the issues that I've had with that still are understanding and are willing to talk to me. And it's crazy how people get judged for that, and it means a lot
for a long time. I couldn't go out, just couldn't.
Well, now I'm finding, like, with now me doing my own streams and me talking about it, there's many other people, including a couple of people in this chat right now, that have brought up their same issue.
Mhm.
And it's opening the door for basically everyone. And it doesn't even have to be drugs. It could be food.
Yeah.
It could be gambling. It could be anything. But
Can
opening
be.
up that door for them to feel comfortable to talk, because we're all, like you said, we're all family.
We are.
Yep.
And family has disagreements and arguments and all that regular shit, you know. But at the end of the day, we all work it out, and we're
Right.
all family again.
I love that from Myrtle. A snail sandwich.
Snail sandwich.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. This is how I'm gonna sleep at night now. Like I can see if I can make them as earrings. Just like Annette, I need a whole like little colony of them now, not to distract from you. I'm sorry. I
No,
love
it's-
them and then I just love them.
No, we got to. Sometimes we got to. We get heavy. We got to lighten the mood a little bit. You know?
Yeah, because you have to, and that's how like I get through. Like especially that's another coping mechanism on top of the aquarium hobby is humor. Like,
Yeah.
humor helps me through a lot of crap, and
Yeah.
why cry about it if you can just dark humor your way through it? Because sometimes that's best and it's less stressful on your body and you might live a little longer, and laughing's supposed to be healthy. I don't know if dark humor laughing is healthy because it's more guttural, but it's still pretty funny and it gets you through the hard times. So humor.
Some of the stuff we TikTok to each other.
This is
Roxanne's just crazy
this is-
funny TikToks.
this is definitely one stream that we can all derail and get some laughs in this hour.
Yeah. And like Rico Stan said, blood doesn't make family, choices do.
Exactly. I believe that chosen family is more family than, you know, to be quite honest, I really don't talk to my actual blood family, not by my choice.
Yeah.
It's because they apparently can't accept that I'm clean. They're still, I guess, you know, you do emotional damage and burn bridges and all that stuff in an addiction that you're not making your own choices. The drug makes a choice for you. But things happened, and apparently, you know, they don't want to talk to me yet. So that's okay. Like, I have to accept it, but I have a family here, and that's what matters.
And time, hopefully they will come around. But in the meantime, you have come out of addiction. You are solid in recovery. You have a strong support network.
Absolutely.
You have excellent, did I say excellent coping mechanisms? But you have an outlet as well. So you have all these fantastic building blocks to a better future, and hopefully the people that you harmed in your past will see that you are a different person now, or the person you used to be before that, and they will come around in time, because you can say you're sorry, but they have to come around to the forgiveness.
And they will.
And they will.
When they see your life, when they see, I mean, when people get around me that knew me during that time, they see like a whole different glow now. They see light, and they see, you know, something that they haven't seen in a long time, and it's contagious. So, I mean, my own children, they were scared to death. You know, when I first started this 6 years ago, they thought, you know, mom's gone. And now here I am with all of them right here around me. And just, I can't believe it. It's just something. So I've got all my grandbabies. They're in here looking at snails and fish. Sending rocks in little videos.
Oh, I love it. This is a mommy snail and this is a baby. I had to put that on the outro. It's so cute. And like only Oscar said, she thinks it's the water. Boat people are the same way, friendly and helpful.
Yeah. Well, you know, no matter what's going on, you got a fish questions take away all your troubles. As soon as
Yep.
somebody asks a good question, we're all on it. We're like, oh man, let's see what people say about this. It's just so cool to be in the presence of all these great fish keepers. Y'all are some freaking awesome fish keepers out there. I
Yeah.
live vicariously through them. I love it.
It's amazing the different things, the different ways that people can do things. We push boundaries that, according to Google, you shouldn't be doing, but we're doing it the right way. You know, people, you know what I mean? Like like you said, we know how to keep fish. Like it's awesome.
Oh my gosh. And being in the hobby years ago and coming back into it, I didn't know there were so many fish. You got
Me
somebody
either.
like Ken or Brian and Roxanne showing all. I mean, I'm like, whoa, look at all
I'm
these
still
fish.
trying to learn all these names.
I gave up on all that.
Well, because Mary will sometimes call me on Facebook Messenger, and I'll give her a house tour of all the tanks.
Yeah.
We've added a few more, Mary. I'll have to walk you through again.
Oh boy. I have the pleasure of living close enough to be able to go see Pep and Foxy. So I am super stoked when I get to do that.
And discus addiction. So
Yep.
it'd be lovely to have you guys all come up. I know Pigeon stopped up here recently, but he was in the area, so that's why he stopped by. But when he's up here, he'll definitely have to bring you up here next time with him.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. Usually, every time he comes up here, he brings me more bumblebee goby.
I know, and he's coming my direction. He's been
There's some cool fish,
but we weren't able to get together. But that won't happen again.
He'll be back here.
Steven, for real, man. Fish fam friends really are true friends, and like otherwise, anybody else I don't consider a true friend at this moment in my life.
Friends, like any time of the day, and even if something else was going on, you could always call somebody behind the scenes and talk to them.
Exactly.
Always
when you need someone, there is someone in this fish fam awake in the hour that you. And all
I found that last night.
I could use an ear or something, and there will be people there to listen and help and do whatever they can to try to help make whatever's done better.
I still had people last night at 3:00 my time Central in the morning, that were supposed to be going to work and getting up in a few hours, and still sitting there until I finally said, "Okay, I gotta shut this down." We could have went till the sun came up.
Oh,
because it gets a little bit addicting, especially when you're like still new to like streaming and like the fish fam and getting into the live streams and stuff. Like I was in them nonstop for like a solid year, and at one point I was doing 5 live streams on 5 different channels a week. So like it gets intense. Like it gets a lot, and then you like find your groove and you kind of like get mellow and get more comfortable, and you just want to watch the show.
It used to be all night long we would be up. I mean, we'd be talking at all hours of the night there for that first on here. It was like wild. Seemed like there was always going on.
I love it. I just love it.
Poor Steven.
Fish fam have definitely been a blessing to me.
Yep. I think most of us feel that way, honestly. I think probably 99% of us probably are grateful that we found this community and that we get to share it with each other. Have some fun, learn some stuff,
see some stuff.
But we can also like those who have like, we also find people of like who have dealt with the same issues that we have that brought us here. So we can also learn healthy coping mechanisms through each other as well.
Oh,
sometimes it's like a big group therapy session too.
Yeah. I think like right now.
And there's nothing wrong with that, because sometimes like we all need moments to heal and breathe and just gel and be cool, and there's always time for giggles, but sometimes, sometimes we just need to hug it out too. And remind everyone how much they are loved and they are valued. Because not everyone hears that every day, and everyone deserves to.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Getting back to the learning fish names. So I had asked Ian, I'm like, okay, what's a good book that I can order that's going to have, that I can learn all the freshwater fish names? Ooh. So I told you before we got on here, I finally got a card instead of only cash. So now I can order a book and learn the names. Now, I was suggested the Dr. Axelrod's Atlas.
Oh, yeah. I just don't have that one. I've got the cheap one.
Because I need a book to learn. Like, so I can keep looking at it over and over again.
Yeah. That's kind of why I like this one, because it's kind of like a little flip through catalog in a way. It's just like,
it's so cool.
Chris from Multi-Tank Addiction recommended this one for me, and it was, I don't know, it was about $25. I think. No, it's probably
not bad though for a book that wide.
Yeah, that's a nice book.
On Amazon, I think it was. I don't think it was that much on Amazon. That's of course the price they've got right there. But it's a good little book, and it's handy. You keep it, like you can take it with you places, and
that's exactly. I always have a backpack everywhere I go. It's my man purse, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So I got notebooks. I mean, I'm always writing things down, like constantly. I'll be walking down the street looking at my phone about fish stuff, and I'm writing things down. And so, yeah, it'd be nice to have the book.
Right. I like catalog the videos. Like I know, like you're talking about prime time and aquarium. I know what fish people have, or like I might not have the answers, but I can usually tell you who to go to. Who to watch.
And where I have like around me, like you think I would be more organized with my notes than I am, but there's doctor scribble on backs of envelopes everywhere around my work. That's how I do it.
Yeah, let's see, make sure I don't have an ed.
But I
got scribbles on an envelope.
So Bex says, John, I've talked about having to walk away from my mom when her opioid addiction got really bad. She got herself off them, and we are closer now than ever. It takes time, but have faith.
Absolutely, Beck. And
it's nice to know. Bex, Bex, I can say Bex and Mystery Snail and Stephen P. I feel like those three I've gotten a ton closer to them a lot lately. They've been coming in my streams a lot, and we've kind of opened up, I think, on both ends to each other. It's nice to like keep gaining people that are, they are huge influences on this community. Just great people. And like, truly, like, it's an honor to be like associated with them, you guys, everybody, of course, but
it is special
just to get closer to people. And with Bex, like, for her to understand through her mother, she knows exactly, like, that was me, opioids.
Right. It's touched.
That's something that a lot of people don't come back from.
They don't. You're very, very fortunate if you can. Because I
lost most of my friends along the way. And now, this fentanyl is a whole nother entity.
It is, and I really hope that there's some type of something that can come around to where, we're not losing everyone anymore.
The statistic actually now is the age group from 18 to 35. That's the #1 killer in America.
That's what ended up bringing it out with me on a live stream one day. I had somebody close to me that had left, and I just broke down, and it came out. That's how I started telling my story.
In the past year alone, I've buried 4 of my closest
Yeah.
childhood friends from opioid overdoses.
Yep.
One of them was 3
Yep.
weeks ago. And y'all
Yep.
might have been seeing me acting a little sad and funky, but I didn't really want to like announce that, but I did.
Yeah.
Right.
A few weeks ago.
Hard.
And the 4th one this year, you know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
and a few years ago, I buried my nephew from an
Yep.
OD, and 2 months later, my other nephew OD'd, and it took 4 Narcans to bring him back to start his heart again. 4. And thank God he's here this day, and he's clean and sober, and he's here this day. But it took him to the edge to be able to just be like, I'm off of this. But my other nephew and my 4 friends, like, it's just, they didn't have that. They weren't able to.
So I'm going to share something that I don't share with people normally. But the last time that I used, this was part of the reason why that was it. I OD'd, and it took 3 Narcan shots to bring me back. I was gone. Like, it took 6. My girlfriend actually got me to the hospital because we were coming back from where we got it from, and she got me to the hospital and ran into the emergency room and told them that I was OD'd, and it took like 6 doctors and nurses to get me out of the car because I was gone. She said I was gray, like there was nothing there, and it took 3 Narcan shots to bring me back, and I don't remember any of it. Like, the only thing I remember is doing it, and then all of a sudden popping back up in the hospital and wondering what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
Well,
and they were like, lay back, you OD'd. They had cut my shirt off because they were going to hit me with the paddles.
I'm grateful that
you're here.
You're here. Exactly. Like, you were able to stay here because that's what it took for you to get clean. You know, sometimes we have to crumble down to our finest of ash in order to start anew. And I truly think that's what has happened for you. And I know that you are going to make that count, that you are going to go on and lead a better life, whether your blood family joins you in it or not, because you have this family here with you. And on my behalf and Mary's behalf, we are so very proud of you. And we can't wait to see you at 5 years sobriety.
I know it. It's going to happen.
You're only going to
flourish. 2 years
and
here
I know
with
you're
this
going to
tube. How did that happen?
It's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome to celebrate it with you guys.
And you are.
Yes, you will.
Fantastic. My days are done. I want to be
we have about 12 more minutes here. Let's see. Melvin said, I lost my childhood friend, female, and a friend of the family who passed away from that situation. I'm so sorry to hear that, Melvin. I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Unfortunate, but hopefully someday we will find a way to have our communities feel that we won't feel the need to use those as coping mechanisms anymore. So, you know, we have to find a way.
Yeah.
But,
I carry Narcan in my backpack in case I see somebody on the road somewhere. Just happen to see them, like if they're OD'd, I'll do what I have to do.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know individuals could actually carry that.
They give it to you, like if you're on Suboxone or if you go to like a clinic that like gives out like syringes, stuff like that, they give you Narcan.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Well, I'm sure there's arguments against that, but I would say that's also a blessing, especially to people that are truly wasn't their first choice and are stuck in it, that their families are more than likely grateful for that. So
yeah, absolutely. If I can save somebody, it's, you know.
Yeah.
But
But I'm so happy that you were able to find this shoal and that
Yeah.
you were able to stick into your recovery with the aquariums and finding the shoal and just becoming part of the family, because you really are. You really are another brother just right down the road. You just haven't met in person yet. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
Did you see Christopher? Just wanted to call this out real quick because Christopher Maderos, new
Yes.
sub. This has been the best and peaceful and all around good vibes. Thank you so much. She needed this today. Tears of joy. I just wanted to welcome him because that's
Aw.
amazing. So glad to have you here. And everybody. But
I believe that
Christopher is a good guy.
you. I've seen him on some streams, so he's pretty cool.
He's only Oscar's nephew.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I should have known that, but I didn't. I'm so glad he's here. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
June.
Yes, Chris. Yes, Dee Dee. She says if you've ever watched a Kensington Avenue video, you can see how awful it is. Yes, the Kensington Avenue videos in Philadelphia. That's pretty bad. But I would like to maybe segue from this for a little bit because we do have an announcement to make here on the Hot Mess Express. And I have a little clip I'd like to show you guys. I just have to pull it up because you know I'm never prepared. Choo-choo. But I think you guys are gonna like what we're about to announce. So hold on to your seats because I'm pretty excited about this. Mary's pretty excited about this, and John doesn't even know. So
yeah,
guys.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Enjoy.
Hey, Cassie.
Oh shit!
Oh snap!
Wow!
We are announcing starting for our 50th episode of the Hot Mess Express. We are welcoming aboard our third lovely co-host, Miss Dee Dee Spinton, and we are so thoroughly thrilled and excited and happy to have the lovely Miss Dee Dee up here with us. So, guys,
that's awesome.
Please say thank you to Miss Dee Dee for making the Hot Mess Express just a little more hotter.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, hotter in more than one way.
True. But it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it.
Always going to be fun. Hey, Chris Stubbs, he just snuck in.
Welcome, Chris, and welcome to everyone that has joined us while we were talking. That I didn't personally say hello to you, but I waved, or if I missed anyone, I apologize. But we were deep in conversation, and I didn't want to interrupt these two because it's very important. And I easily lose a train of thought. I don't know about you guys.
Oh yeah. It's nothing weirder than when you're talking and you know your people are on camera and you're like lose that thought, you feel all stupid.
Or sometimes when you got people will be talking because I have fish tanks in front of me, but I also have the axolotl babies in front of me in breeder boxes, so I'll just zoom in on what they're doing. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm live, I'm streaming.
That's what I was doing too. I got my fry in front of me here, so I'm looking at the moms and their guppies over here doing their thing.
And what fry do you have currently going on?
Yeah.
So it's just, I got the 6 mollies that are about probably almost a month old now.
Oh,
and then I've gotten 3 separate females that drop guppy fry. But they're still so they're just starting to where I can see the like a spot, like black spot or blue or whatever on their tail, just big enough.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
that is so cool.
I remember
so
when
I
you
finally
found
I
how
had
excited you were.
They're getting big enough now that I had a DIY breeder box that I put in the main tank, but they're getting big enough now. I'm like, no, I gotta they gotta have their own tank. So now I sent them. Yep.
And
So,
Jimmy P said, OMG, Dee Dee's debuting on my episode. God help me.
oh Lord.
I told him get ready to rumble.
We're going to have to split him between the three of us.
Good Lord.
It's going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it.
That is awesome. Really fun.
But that's really cool about the Molly Fry.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of angels that are growing up right now, and
awesome.
chocolate bristlenose plecos. We'll be going through the angels and sorting them, but we'll be putting them on the geckos in the next few weeks when the weather's a little warmer. But I was thinking possibly for our 50th Hot Mess Express episode that we would do a giveaway of maybe a 6-pack of the angels. We do have the gold angels, and we also have these smoky leopard angels. I wanted to get them right because they're Brian's fish, not mine. Those are the two. Those are the two that we have we're gonna have for sale. So those are probably we'll auction off a pack of one or either. Not auction off. Do a giveaway next week for 50th. And we'll probably upload a video this week so you guys can see what the little guys look like. They're so cute. They're so cute.
What I'm super stoked for is Peplin a couple weeks ago. He's like, if you come up here, I'm not delivering. You got to come up here. I'm going to give you a group of the Starry Nights. I'm like, oh my Lord. Okay.
You might as well
get it ready.
The Star Sapphires.
The Star Sapphires. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Pickup only, though. Stickers, because we mailed you the stickers, and for some reason they came back as undeliverable, which is
I don't understand that. It happened with Mike Aquatics, too. But everyone else I got the stickers from, same address. So I don't understand why.
Maybe it was just a hiccup in the system that week.
Yeah, it was really weird.
And M&C, we're working on breeding the Altums, but I know Kenny's Altums just put out some eggs, so I think he's a little ahead of us. But definitely, once we get our Altums going, we will let you guys know.
They are amazing.
But I can't wait. I can't wait to have you come up and hang out with us and vision and see who else of the fish family.
That will be a blast.
Wisconsin fish family is so cool.
That will be a blast. I'm so stoked for that. You have no idea.
That'd be so cool. Maybe you can help Brian start assembling the back deck since he's building it out.
He said he needed help moving a 125. So
yeah, you got
that'd be a good excuse to come up there.
Because the discus tank is going to start getting set up, so we got to drag that in the front room.
I'd be more than happy to help with that.
It'll be awesome just to have you here as for company, just regardless.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But we are already at 2 minutes until 8 o'clock.
Good Lord.
Hazy Tropicals going next. This hour has flown by so fast. Thank you so much for coming up and being a fantastic guest with us this evening, John. Greatly appreciate you. It's such a pleasure hanging out with you.
So glad to have you here. Kitty cat, sorry.
No worries.
I'm glad that I finally got to hang out with you two, on camera, like on the actual stream.
Do it again. Definitely again. Yeah. Especially when I just have the hangouts when we don't have a guest. Any one of you shoalmates are more than welcome to come up and hang out with us. We don't bite.
Right, no.
We might get a little too much sometimes.
You might cry.
Territory. But is there anything you'd like to say before we head out this evening, John? Is there anything you'd like to promote or where people can find you or
I guess, everyone knows the Fish Fam link, so to go there and find all my social media stuff. But just a reminder that Tuesdays and Fridays do a live stream Tuesday at 6:30 Central, and it's on B Wizzle's channel, and Friday at 6 p.m. Central on my channel. Otherwise, you know where to find me. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. Like you were just talking about, everyone means the world to me, and it's been great getting to know everyone on more than just fish level, like on a personal level, that we actually talk about things going on in our life, you know. And
you know what? And the shoal is so much better for having you. So thank you for joining us and making us that much better.
It's probably the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life, to be honest.
Mary, what do you think? Mary and John, what do you think the hashtag should be for KG Tropicals tonight? Should it be
hashtag love? No, I don't know.
How about hashtag Fish Fam Love?
There you go.
There you go.
Good. If you guys agree, that's what we will send over to KG
Tropicals. Hashtag hippie.
Hashtag hippie. Oh yeah, you know, John.
Love. You can do hashtag hippie love.
Hippie
there you
love.
go. Because a couple of streams ago, John thought was something. He kept saying hi to me. They were like, "Hey, what's up, hippie?" And Hippie John, and then he was almost like he was offended by it. I don't know if anyone remembers that. He brought, you know, John with his personality. He's
I
like,
love them,
Hippie John, like, oh, it was John's cool. But and then Lisa said, John, not everything's about you all the time.
Lisa's great. Lisa always gets him.
All right, well, I
was hilarious.
For the evening. Mary, is there anything you'd like to say before we take up any people's time?
Just thanks everybody for being a part of this whole. That's it. We all just make up something incredible. Love you.
Love
each and every one of you.
And Mary, thank you so much for being my constant partner in crime. I'm so excited to have Miss Dee Dee start with us next week. John, thank you for being fantabulous.
John.
I appreciate all my mods. Thank you for all the hard work you do, all the chatters, all the lurkers, all the race play crew. I love all of you, and thank you so much for joining us. I look forward to spending this time with you each and every evening, and I cannot wait to derail again with you next Thursday on the Hot Mess Express. But until then, remember, those you love, give them a hug today. Tell them you love them today. And just go spread that fish fam love, and always remember, be kind.
That's
love
right.
You all. Night.
Guys.
What's that? Is that a snail? Snail. What about that? Is that the cat? Sarah calls them the cats. You gonna give them kisses?
Did you just give the fishy a kiss?